Today at our Getting Real with the MisFits segment, we're talking about building your personal brand. How exciting! What? Ayo, 9 to 5 MisFits, we're Pavi and Nami back again to help you crush unemployment and find that dream career. So we're gonna go into our stories and talk about how we built our brand.
So on Tuesday we talked about a bunch of different things that have to do with how to actually build your brand. The first one we talked about was beginning with the end in mind. Now this is something that's not always apparent, right? Especially if you're a misfit or someone who's embarking on a completely new journey, you may have sort of very fuzzy goals, and that's how we came together. Because we'd been friends for a long time, and then we both became unemployed, and then we just kind of were having this conversation about, oh, this person's unemployed and that person's unemployed, and we're like, it's kind of awesome that we have each other to like as a support system, so why not just do that for everyone on YouTube? And so we started with just the goal being helping others who are going through the same thing as us by talking about a supposedly taboo topic, talking about it more openly and creating the support system. But we had no idea in terms of like concrete goals what that would mean.
And that's okay, right? That's the thing. So then we went on to like figuring out what our value proposition was. Like, what did we offer? What do we have to offer? And that came in, again, another set of the reasons why we got together is because we have different skill sets, right? And for the 9 to 5 MisFits, the different things that we were able to offer was something that has such a stigma associated with it. You want to give people a constructive solution out of it because no one's talking about it. Everyone has like this taboo thing about it. So we decided to take something that has this emotional that's actually an emotional topic in general, but give it like a light-hearted approach. That way you can kind of cater to everyone, and you're trying to give them that, hey, this is not the end of the world, you're going to be fine, you're going to have this as a family to go with you along the way. So just trying to like make something so serious with a lighthearted approach, that's what we were able to bring to the table.
Yeah, and we also realized that a lot of Indian or like brown people are not talking about this at all. I mean, we're in communities that are so full of like these high achievers and just everyone's a doctor, lawyer, engineer. And so talking about unemployment is like unheard of, but there are a lot of people going through it who are silently feeling like they have to deal with it themselves. And so we thought that, okay, let's just give a voice to all those types of people, and that kind of became our unique selling point.
Especially for like Indians and women in general, we're more reserved in general, so it's like harder to talk about stuff like that.
Then we had the challenge of like how to actually communicate this brand and message to everyone, right? So of course YouTube was a natural, it is a social media channel, so there's one ready-made way to get your message out. But with our community and the types of people that we were trying to reach, they weren't necessarily like
on YouTube.
So that was a bit of a struggle initially. So we of course then also had to do a lot of in-person stuff. So we started going to a lot of networking events and a lot of places where we would just naturally find those people and be like, hey, I have a YouTube channel.
And other than that whole networking thing, we also used and leveraged social media to the best of our ability. Like she was saying, YouTube was not the only space for us because our audiences are not always on YouTube. A lot of our age group is on Facebook or Insta, so we had to make sure that we modify our content to put it everywhere so you could reach so many more people and then make sure that they see your brand.
One important point is, which a lot of businesses have to deal with this too, where they feel like you suddenly have to like flood the market and be on everything and talk about
be like a cockroach.
But the thing is that you can start with one or two platforms and then you can start to expand a bit more. So with us, we're not as like adept at say Twitter or Snapchat. Like I'm not at all an Insta Snapchat person, and she's not. So it was kind of good that we had like each of us had our roles where we could do stuff, and then also we're like, okay, let's first start with the ones we're comfortable with, then we can expand, which is totally fine. Then of course there was the idea of being consistent, because of course you can put out content, but if it's not on a regular basis, then people are not going to be trained to expect that, right? And that also kind of, and we realized it was funny because initially it was really hard to gain traction. We didn't get to 100 subscribers until March of this year. It was
Winning,
insanely hard to get to 100 subscribers, not 100,000. Like everyone was like, oh, 100K.
Stop saying K. I did not say K.
100. Sometimes, especially the type of market that we're catering to, people are more silent observers, right? They take a little bit of time to kind of just watch you, and then maybe a few months down the line, when you really gain their trust, that's when they come out of the woodwork and they're like, oh, BT Dubs, I love what you're doing. And you're like, where were you the last 8 months? Yeah, so some stuff you just have to play the long game, but you have to be consistent. So with us, you know, we upload our videos on a regular basis every Tuesday, every Thursday at the same exact time, and that's what every YouTuber has to do pretty much.
And then that actually takes us into the other thing, because I know it's important to be consistent, but then you actually have to adapt with your surroundings and your industry or influencers around you, people around you, because you can't just be like, oh, I think I'm doing the best, and that's probably why I have like X subscribers. The thing is, there are so many things that are changing, whether it's the social media platform, the content itself, or even the people that you're meeting. So for us, VidCon was amazing. It was like one of the best conferences to go to, because that was our people. We met our audience. We met people who would be influencers for us, something we can aspire to be. And you have to do that as your personal brand, because if you have all of that together, then you'll be effective and you'll be able to send your message across.
Yeah, another thing that we really had to figure out was what our unique voice was, right? And I mean, we had a pretty good idea, because I feel like we have fairly like unique personalities, I don't know. But then of course there's always the comments that you get, right? And especially when people who aren't as familiar with YouTube as a platform, who would just watch our videos, like family and friends, who didn't really know what exactly what the shtick was that we were going for. Like people would be like, oh, you make too many faces, or you dance too much in your videos and stuff. And it was like, well, that's
who doesn't want to see this?
I know, that's kind of who we are, guys. Like even in real life, that is exactly how we are.
You have to stand up for yourself, because if that's what you're trying to build, a community of people that are like-minded, you're gonna have to be you, because there are a ton of people out there. And again, for brown people, being like outgoing and not reserved, telling people your actual like flaws is not very easy, even including women. So we're the voice for those people, and we want to make sure that we're real. We're not like we're pretty perfect. We have those flaws, if you want to call it that, and just don't be afraid to own it.
And I mean, even like, I know initially when we started, we were like, oh my god, who's gonna want to watch people with accents?
Yeah,
that was a big thing for us.
Well, that's why we're the 9 to 5 misfits, not 9 to 5 conformists. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is our little version of Perd Hapleys. Ya heard with Perd.
And that is the end of these stories, so we are going to stop talking now.